So you are going to open up Google Slides and hit the plus in the lower right hand corner and click New Presentation. We're going to entitle this Virtual Room and hit Create. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of these boxes by touching on the text box and then hitting delete. So now we have a nice blank palette to start with, and we're going to begin with building our room with shapes. So you're going to hit the plus in the upper right hand corner, shape, and start off with the first shape, which is the square. So we're going to make this square a little bit into more of like a rectangle. This is our first wall. So what I'm going to ask you to do is hold down on the shape. Whoops. Click once inside the shape, hit copy, hit once inside the shape with your finger again and hit paste, and then again paste. And we're going to drag these one all the way over to the right hand side, and then the second one in the middle between the two. Okay. Now, what we're going to do in between these rectangles is add another shape. So I'm going to hit the plus sign in the upper right hand corner again, shape, and you're going to scroll down and pick the trapezoid, which is right here. Now what you're going to do with this shape is you are going to click on the blue dot above it and rotate it onto its side and try to line up the flat line to the rectangle, and then take the center rectangle and line up with the trapezoid. So you're basically just making a 3D wall. We're going to do this again, but instead of putting you through that, I'm going to click on the trapezoid, copy, click once inside the trapezoid again and hit paste. Drag it over here, and on the blue dot outside of the shape, you're going to put your finger on it and rotate it this way. And you're going to have to adjust it by lining it up, and that's perfect. That's the way your room should look. Now we're going to put a floor, and we're going to add another square, shape, square, and this is going to just get extended across the entire room, halfway up the walls. You want to make sure you're halfway up the walls. Now, we are going to color fill this. So I'm going to click on the shape, and I'm going to hit the bucket, which is up in the toolbar, and I'm going to select a brown shade for flooring. Okay, now we are going to put this shape in the background because this is the floor. So I'm going to put my finger on the first wall, and I am going to click on Move to Front. Again, you're just taking your finger in the center of now the trapezoid. Just one time you're going to tap in the middle, move to front, tap in the middle of the center wall, move to front, tap one time on there, move to front, and move to front. So now the floor is essentially in the background. We're going to color fill each wall now by hitting the paint bucket, and I would like for you to select a different color for each wall. Again, you're clicking on the shape, going up to the toolbar where you see a paint bucket, and then you're picking a color. You want to make sure you click on the shape first and then hit the paint bucket second. The reason I'm making these different colors is because I want the walls to look 3D. All right, so perfect. Now we're going to add a shape on the top, and we're going to entitle this, and I'm going to click on arrows, or no, wait, sorry. I'm going to click on callouts. And I'm going to click on a callout and extend this open. Adjust the size so that it fits on the top, and I'm going to add a text box inside of this call out button. I'm going to have to adjust the text box so that it fits inside the call out, and I'm going to call this Mrs. Spat's room. You're going to put your name, and then I suggest you select your words, and I suggest that you change the font color by hitting the A up in the toolbar and maybe increasing the size by clicking on the A in the upper right-hand corner and then hitting the plus on the size, maybe changing the color. Again, sorry, didn't work the first time. And now I'm going to center align it. So now you'll see that nice banner that indicates that it's my room. If you wish to change the background color of the call out, you kind of have to select the call out and not the text box, and you can kind of color fill it with something that you like. Okay, so starting with the first wall, we are going to hit plus text, and we are going to put the words food. So this is we're going to entitle this first wall food. I'm going to hit capital for all the letters because I want this to be kind of like a title. So I'm going to select my words inside the text box, and I'm going to center align it, and I'm going to go up to the A at the very top A, and I'm going to increase the font size so that I can see the word, and maybe change the color so that I can easily read it. Maybe I also want to hit B for bold. Okay, so now you can see the word food. Now my favorite food is pizza. So I'm going to go back over to Safari, and I am going to Google pizza and click go. I'm going to go under images. Whoops. See the word images in Google? I'm going to click images, and I'm going to look for a pizza that I think looks appetizing. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to put my finger on the picture, and I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go back over to my room, and I'm going to put my finger inside the first wall, let's see if I can get paste to show up. Okay, took me a few times, but I did get the word paste to show up. And then I'm going to have to make this smaller to fit inside my wall. Okay, so that's my first wall. The second wall, I'm going to add a text box again, and I'm going to entitle this movie. Now, if you don't have a favorite movie, you can choose book or video game. Again, I'm going to select the word movie that I just typed. I'm going to go all the way up to the top at the A, and I'm going to increase the font size so that I can see it. I want to make sure that it's not too big. I want it to fit in on one line. I'm going to change the color. And I want to make sure I can see it. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Safari once again, and I'm going to go on YouTube. Actually, I'm not going to go to YouTube yet, sorry. I'm going to Google my favorite movie, which is Twilight. It also could be a book, because it was a book series. I'm going to click on the word images. I'm going to find a picture that I like. I'm going to hold my finger down on the picture that's on the right-hand side, copy. I'm going to go back over to the wall, and I'm going to get paste. I'm going to make it fit onto my second wall. Okay. Now I'm going to hit plus again, text, and I'm going to make this center wall entitled Photos. Okay, I'm going to select my words, select, hit the A all the way up at the top, change the color, change the size, and you are going to take a selfie of yourself and put that inside the center wall. If you have a picture of yourself in Safari, if you Google yourself and you have a picture online that you want to use, you can do that as well. I'm going to see what shows up here. Go under images, and I'm going to select picture, hold my finger down on that, hit copy, go back over to the room, paste, okay. Now the next wall is going to be, we're going to hit plus, text, this is going to be the only optional wall. Now mine is going to be music. You can choose whatever you wish this wall to be for your favorite. It could be a video game, it could be a hobby, it could be a sport, it could be whatever you wish this wall to be, and it's got to be a favorite thing of yours. So I highlighted the word music, I went all the way up to the A, and I'm going to change the color. I'm going to increase the font size. I wish I could see it. And, okay, I could increase the font size a little bit more. Okay, so that's good. The last wall is going to, well, I'm going to put a picture of my favorite band, which is Coldplay. So I'm going to Google Coldplay. And go under images. select a picture, hold down my finger on it and hit copy. Go back to the wall. Try to get the word paste to show up and bring it down to fit the music wall. Okay, now the last picture is going to be entitled Family. So I'm going to hit plus text, shrink down the size of the text box, put it on the last wall, type inside family, I'm going to hold down my finger on the word that I just typed, hit select, and up in the A, change it to something that I want to, okay, and increase the font size. And that's that. So now this wall is something that you may not think is going to be, hold on. All right, so the last wall is called Family, and it's not what you think. So we're going to go on Safari, and we are going to type in House of Names.com. Now, for family, we're going to search your name, your last name, to see where your ancestors originated from. So you're just going to put your last name. I'm going to type my last name, but I have a feeling it may not show up. So it says the name was not found. So I'm going to try my mother's maiden name and hit search. And this is my family crest. And it says that my name was first found in Switzerland. So if for some reason your last name does not show up on this website, houseofnames.com, maybe you already know your origin, your country of origin. So if you're Italian, your family of origin would be from Italy. If you are Chinese, your family of origin would be from China, and so on. So what you would do next is, for me, I would type Switzerland flag, and go under images, and I'm going to click on the image, hold down the finger, copy, go back to my room and put the Switzerland flag in my family wall. And you will put your family flag of origin on that last wall. Okay, now for the fun part. We are going to make all of these pictures in this room a hyperlink. So a hyperlink means that when you click on it, when you are in present mode in Google Slides, it will act as a link and take you somewhere on the internet. So I have to figure out where I want to go when I want to click on this first picture of the pizza. So my favorite pizza in the whole wide world is at the Jersey Shore, and it's called Manco Manco's. So I'm going to go back to Safari, and I am going to search for Manco and Manco. I'm going to click on the website. And I'm going to try to get a good website. So let me try it again. Manco and Manko. All right, so let me see if I can find their website. It should show up there, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with. I'm going to click on home. All right, so this looks like a good one. So I'm going to hold down the web address, and I'm going to just putting your finger on the upper part of the web address and click copy. Okay? I'm going to go back over to the room. I'm going to click on the picture, and I am going to hit the right arrow of this. See the black strip that shows up here? I'm going to hit the right arrow, and I'm going to click insert link. Now, I'm going to hold my finger down where it says link, and I'm going to click paste. And I'm going to hit the check mark. So now when I go in present mode in Google Slides by hitting the play button, which is all the way up in the right, or the upper part, it's to the left of the A, all the way up at the top, the play button. I'm going to click present. So now when I click on the pizza, it acts as a hyperlink and takes me to Manko's Pizza. I'm going to click done. I'm going to get out of present mode. And I'm going to continue on by going to the next picture, which is the Twilight picture. So I'm going to go back to Safari, and I'm going to select YouTube. And I'm going to search for the Twilight trailer, the movie trailer. Twilight movie. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click share, and I'm going to click copy. Okay, and hit the X to close it out. I'm going to go back to the room. I'm going to put my finger on the picture once again. I'm going to hit the right arrow, insert link, hold my finger down inside the link box, paste, and hit the check mark. So now when I'm in present mode, I'm going to hit play once again, which is the left of the A all the way up at the top, present on this device. When I click on the Twilight picture, it takes me directly to the movie trailer. I'm going to click done. Go back to slides and continue on. I'm going to skip over the center wall for now, and I'm going to go to music. I'm going to head over to YouTube once again, and I'm going to select and search for Coldplay. And I'm going to select a song. I'm going to click share. I'm going to select copy. It's copying the link. Going back over to the slides. Clicking on the picture, hitting the arrow, insert link, holding my finger inside link, paste, and hitting the check mark. The last picture is of the family wall, my Switzerland flag. I'm going to go back to Safari. I'm going to type a website that talks about Switzerland. And I'm going to just try to find an informative website that talks about the culture of Switzerland, the food, just some interesting facts about Switzerland. I'm going to hold down, copy, go back to the slide presentation, hit the right arrow, whoops, insert link, paste, and hit the check mark. Okay, the last part is the photos. Now before I insert a link on that center wall, we're going to make another slide. So in the lower right hand corner, you should see a little tiny square with a plus sign. And we're going to pick a slide layout that has title only. You see it's the third row. It says title only. So we're going to hit that plus slide 4 more times. Title only. Again, title only. Again, title only. And again, title only. So I'm going to put my finger back on slide number 2. And I'm going to just give 4 slides. 1, 2, 3, 5 slides, sorry. 5 slides of all of my favorite things. For instance, my favorite sport is golf. So I'm going to type the word golf. I am going to go to Safari. I'm going to type golf. Whoops. Golf. That's not what I wanted. Hold on a second. And I'm going to select images. And I'm going to select picture. Click on it. And on the right hand side, hold down my finger, copy, go back over to the slideshow, and paste. Okay, now if you wish to get fancy with this slideshow, you want to try different fonts, change the font color, maybe even change the slide background by hitting the paint bucket. You can do that. Whoops. You can't have a text box selected for the slide background, but that's okay. So then I'm going to go to slide number 3. I also like to go biking. So I'm going to type biking. Go back over to Safari and type the word biking. You can do your favorite place that you like to go to images. You can give me your favorite sports team. You can give me whatever you wish to share, maybe a picture of your favorite pet. I'm going to hit copy, paste. So I'm going to type, my dog is a Morkie, so I'm going to type Morkie. Go to Safari, find a picture of my puppy dog. Images. This looks like my dog right here. And go back here, paste. Isn't she cute? Okay, and the last two slides, give me your, favorite place you like to go to, or that you wish you could go to, your favorite book, your favorite, whatever you wish to share, you're going to fill in the rest of these slides. So now, when you go back to the room, you're going to click on your picture, you're going to hit the right arrow, and you're going to click Insert Link. Now, instead of copying and pasting a link, you're going to hit Slides, and you're going to select Next Slide and hit the checkbox. So now when you go in present mode and you select and click on your picture, it will go through the slideshow. And that's it. That concludes this project. And I hope you enjoy it.